kind of house does one own in hell? Like, wouldn't it just burn? Like, wouldn't like your house just like
It's
not
made out of fire.
Lit houses.
Wow.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Not Your Average Fangirls. My name is Carolina, and GOT7's performance at the Mamas was the best of the night. Okay.
Amazing.
Nobody agrees with me in this podcast, but that's all right.
No, that's not exactly what happened. Low key, I was trying to enter
enjoyed that
this
performance
contest, so I wasn't
Wow.
paying attention to what you said. But yay!
Like the Libra couple they are.
Woo! We don't know what we're doing half the time. All the time.
This is true.
What's up, you guys? It's Kat, and I think 17 put on the best performance at the Mamas.
Ooh.
Yes.
Hey, it's Cynthia, and Not Your Average Fangirls are now on iHeartRadio.
Yay!
Yes, we are. So that's another platform for you to listen to us on. Hey.
Yay!
Wherever you are.
Listen to us in your car.
Oh yes,
On
in
your
the shower.
on your Sirius XM. Anyway.
that you got for free, and it's about to expire in 2 months. So get some episodes in. Hello, everyone. It's Terica, and after next week, I'm officially done with school forever and ever and ever.
Woo!
God.
Yeah.
We love a graduate queen.
Yes.
We have little news today before we dive headfirst into the Mama Awards and then comebacks and such. So we should talk about how Rain, if you don't know who Rain is, who are you? What have you been doing with your life? K-pop legend Rain is going to debut his first ever group and solo artist from his company. So
I'm really excited, but I'm scared at the same time just because of M Black and what happened. So
you're right.
I hope that there's
like
better
the ghost
there's
of
a better
Christmas past.
promotion team this time. And if you need one, Rain, we got you.
Hire us.
Hire us.
Oh, yeah. Again.
Our weekly ad.
Rain, if you're listening to this, I know you speak English. Hire us.
Hire us, please. Thank you.
We got you in that promo department. What's up?
But yeah, I'm really excited. I wonder like what kind of people he's gonna put out. It's obviously been a while since he
Yeah.
did.
That's my concern.
So I'm excited. And like Carolina said, hopefully it's more successful this time around.
Yeah. Hopefully, let's hope so. In other news, Sungmin from Stray Kids is leaving ASC. He was one of the hosts for a couple months. I don't know exactly how
It's been a
much.
few months.
I feel like it was like 2 days.
I know, but
It's like the same with Jay though. Like it was like they were like, yeah, Jay. After 2 years, I was like, Jay was on there for
He was
2
on there for
years.
2 years?
I know
Shook.
that's what I'm saying. It's like when they had Eric and Kevin. They were there for
Yeah.
forever, but it never felt that way.
Well, Jimin's been there forever.
Oh, well,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, well.
You right though.
She,
You need that steady check.
you
I
right?
feel that.
But this is good though because it shows that Stray Kids is actually very well and prospering because he left due to his schedules being too many schedules. So
Hey.
his schedules being too many schedules.
Many schedules.
Everybody.
Because-
he doesn't just have one. He got multiple schedules.
English with Carolina.
Because so he's leaving because he has multiple schedules. So I feel like this is good. It's good for Stray Kids. It's good for him. That
As
means
his
he's
mother,
doing good.
I would like to say that yes, he needs, a little bit of a break as well. Thank you.
Aren't there like
got
rumors
so
that they're
many
coming
schedules.
overseas or over here like next year?
Yes, there are rumors
My
about
wallet is
that.
not ready.
And
Like, literally.
my wallet isn't ready, but my heart is.
You right. Oh my God. Because
I'm ready to see Stray
That
Kids.
show is gonna be so good.
I mean, did you see their
Imagine-
mama's
Oh my God.
performances? I mean,
I'm about
They
to
did
double
so
bias in
well.
Stray Kids, y'all. It's about to happen.
Oh my god, me! Not everyone. You get a double bias. You get a double bias.
Everybody
you triple
double bias.
You get your ass a triple bias. Bitch. Do it.
Kinsey. I biased everyone except for 2 members. Love her.
How many members are in the group?
That's what
I
we
don't know,
call
like 13.
Kenzie culture.
That's some sad news, but at the same time, it's good. Shows progress. Dance Stray Kids. They're really, really
Who's
incredible.
gonna be the new one?
Nobody knows. They haven't said yet.
They need to just
It's me.
listen. They just need to just swoop up BM, okay? Everyone knows that Matthew need to be an MC on that damn show.
right.
Oh my god. It would be like a J in steroids.
Literally.
But we're more like yo dog.
More
in
yo
it.
dog.
Yeah. Bruh, like
Bro.
your shit was fire,
Yes.
bruh. Yeah.
God, a mess.
But speaking of tour rumors, there is EXO tour rumors as well.
Dun dun dun.
I will not miss them this time. But EXO tour rumors, and if the rumor is true, you would assume that it's the last tour they're gonna go on before Schumann's enlistment.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it happens
Which-
because I would love to see them.
I'm confused about because I thought that he had to enlist like super soon, like in like
That's what I thought.
3
too,
months
that it
soon.
was like February. He had to go.
So our resident XOL is saying that if they do come over here, he probably won't be a part of the tour. But I think that would just be dumb planning on their part. Like, why didn't they just do overseas sooner?
Maybe he'll be a part in a hologram.
I was gonna say that maybe they'll hologram him.
right.
Maybe they'll Skype when he's like in his boat.
Type him real quick.
SM has money. Why not?
You're right.
Be the first K-pop group to hologram.
It's a holograph. This one will be ready
We ain't
though.
hologramming, bitch. We holographic.
Holographic, like a Pokemon card.
He gonna just be shiny. Shiny.
Shine.
Other tour news, also tour rumors. Blackpink is apparently debuting in the USA next year. And I say apparently because I don't trust YG, so I don't know if this is going to happen. But we kind of expected for Blackpink to do this.
Hopefully they get a full album.
It's gonna be
I know.
everything they already done, but in English. Next.
Right.
Literally what's
We're
gonna
still
happen.
English version.
Yay.
Do English version. But Kumbaya English version.
Oh my God. I would literally...
And then the feature with Dua Lipa.
But instead of them rapping in Korean, it'll be rapping in English. Boom.
Or they can rap in Japanese, because in their Japanese song, they rapped in English.
Wait, what?
In their when they did their Japanese version, wasn't the rap in English?
rapped in
So when they do their
English,
English version, the rap is going to be in Japanese. That's the plot
That makes sense.
twist.
Yes.
You gotta collect all three versions.
To get...
Gotta catch 'em all.
Blackpink.
And then we'll get one full collective album if we edit all of their
A
stuff
special
together.
Pokemon.
The gold Pokemon cards that they used to give out at McDonald's, y'all remember?
Heck yeah.
Oh.
It's Jenny in the gold.
Only Jenny.
It's only Jenny.
Jenny gets the gold card.
Or it could just be
There's no
YG.
more.
The gold card, you think it's going to be Jenny, and you're super excited, but it's just YG's face. You're like, oh, okay.
I would burn it.
I would
literally
melt
burn
the
it.
gold and sell it. Speaking of girl groups, Red Velvet officially just became the only girl group in K-pop to be
K-pop.
K-pop.
It's because
Well,
we
I mean,
bopping.
they put out the K-pops, yeah. The only girl group in K-pop that's on Billboard's 100 Best Songs of 2018 with Bad Boy, which I mean,
Yes.
I mean,
The
K-pop.
queens.
Every time I come around, another Bad Boy down. You feel okay?
They
So-
they debuted at number 43 for the chart, which again, yeah, it's pretty iconic. They're the first K-pop girl group to do it.
But now that we are done with some of the small news, let's talk about the mama.
Amazing.
This award I watched like on and off because obviously they had the night in Korea, the night in Japan, and the one in Hong Kong, which the one in Hong Kong I did watch live at work. Don't ask me how I got away with it, but I did. But the Japan and Korea one, I just kind of like saw like glimpses of it on Twitter. But it looked good. I know that they did like a collab stage in Japan, and it was like the top songs. And I know that it was GOT7 and Monsta X. They did the Fantastic Baby. Whoa, baby, yes. I was so with it.
Yeah, so the collaboration that they did for that was Artist of the Year.
Yeah.
So everyone that had ever won Artist of the Year, they sang their song. So like Girls' Generation, 2PM, Big Bang, EXO, like people covered their songs. But as far as like the ceremony, I know the one in Korea was more for like new artists.
Yeah.
So it was like iZone and Hyeon was there.
Stray
Vincent
Kids.
was there. Luna, Stray Kids, The Boys. So it was more like a rookie for the rookies. And then Japan obviously had big names. So it had like 101, Newest.
GOT7, BTS.
No, GOT7 GOT7 as a whole wasn't in Japan.
Oh well, no, it was only JJP and Yugyeom. Amazing, a great trio.
Was that one viewer's choice or was Hong Kong like?
Japan was fan choice. So that was like the theme of the Japan one was like fan choice. And I would just like to say the highlight of two groups were the highlight of Mama Japan for me. BTS, obviously, because they turned that bitch into a whole ass concert. When they performed App on Man, I was like,
It was the
cute.
cutest thing in the world.
Who was the one dressed up, Jin?
June. Namjoon.
June.
In the okay, I'm sorry, I didn't really watch the performance. I just saw clips.
It was
Well, he fell, and that was really cute.
It was a
and
whole
funny.
mess.
And
Why'd they put the most clumsy member in the
I know,
in the
right?
booth?
Like, let's put him in the suit. Great idea.
and Stray Kids destroyed
They were
that
so
shit.
good.
I was like,
So good.
wow. Like, I got like chills.
I'm really glad that Stray Kids got to perform in Japan, because when they performed the rookie stage, it was kind of really sad because they were just like, make some noise, and it was like, yay.
Yo, the people in the Korea thing, I think, like it was just so small too, and I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people went for like one specific person,
Yeah.
and then like
IZ1.
called it a day.
Yeah. So I was just like,
There-
oh, at least you could have pretended.
I definitely was one of those people that called them iZone. I'm so sorry.
Oh damn! Hold on, their name is not IZone.
No.
Yeah, I found out.
What's their name?
It's IZ1. Is
Oh,
the
like I know how to
pronunciation of it.
say the C sound.
You know how to say what now?
You can do it now.
Every time I say it just sounds like a Z, like a C, like
Yeah, that's why when the guy announced them as the winner, they were like, "Oh, us."
Oh,
okay,
that's
that was
why, because he
so
said
cute.
so
that.
funny.
Oh,
That was
see, that's
such
why
a
I thought
cute
their names
moment.
were IZO. It's what is it?
IZ1.
They were like, "Wow, who's IC? Wow, that's me."
No, it was reversed. They called them iZone, and they're like, "Ooh, iZone," and then they're like, "Oh wait, that's us."
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
All
damn.
these like
Oh.
this is starting to get confusing. Like, can we just spell things the way they're supposed to be spelled? Because like everybody like
If it was IZ, they should have just put as ICE or something.
IZ or like literally IZ and a 1, like something like that.
Yeah, like the number. Yeah.
Yeah, at
Ice,
this point it's gonna be
ice,
like
Yeah, that's what I read on Twitter. Any person that I have read or heard say it says iZone.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
why
Except their stands. Their stands do call it something.
IZ1?
Yeah,
Oh.
that
Oh
they
my
call.
God.
They call them that, and that's why they're like, I bet you called them iZone, like on Twitter. I was
Yeah.
like, you bet.
you
right?
bet right
because that's
Yes, I
how you
did.
read
'Cause
words.
I can read.
I think for Hong Kong there was like a theme of like women empowerment because I know they were
Yes.
doing
Yes.
the like
The girls' education
yeah, the
thing.
Yeah.
girls for education thing and things like that. And I know that I'm sorry, I was gonna say iZone, IZ1,
Izone.
yeah, iZone it is, iZone it, but they came out and first of all. When this album came out, I love Colors. I've talked about it before.
I love
this song, okay? And they came out and I literally was at work and I just heard the doo-doo-doo, like the do you like have you ever seen anything? And I literally screeched in my seat. I was like, "Eek!" And I was like, okay, calm the hell down. But it was so beautiful. They were in like these little white dresses. Oh, they're so cute.
Fun fact,
so
that was the first time I ever heard that song.
Oh my God.
I never
What do you
listened
think
to
about
it, and when I heard it, I'm like, oh, this is the song she's been screaming about. Like, it was a totally different feel from what I thought. Like, I thought it was gonna be some like, not like that, like soft, like
Dreamcatcher shit.
galloping through the flowers or something. I was like, this is not what I expected.
Yeah, that song shook me up when I was listening to that album. I was like, yes, Colors. This is it.
The one thing that I was super annoyed about though with iZone, IZ1's performances is they performed Lavi and Rose in every one of them. Like,
Oh, yeah.
there
well,
was no
yeah.
like,
Variety.
yeah, like they could have done like Pick Me, or they could have done like something else somewhere else. And I know they like did the energetic cover, and of course they did Colors, but like, why would you make them do Lavi and Rose for every song?
They want you
They
to
didn't
make
have
sure
a
that you
choice,
heard
Kat.
it.
They only have one album out.
Just be.
No, but I mean, it's like 101. Like, they don't do, like, when they were rookies, they did the 3 award shows, and they did Pick Me for one of them, they did Energetic for
Well,
another
yeah,
one,
you're
and
right,
then,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Burning Up for one of them, you know?
Yeah,
So
no, I
I
know.
was just like, come on, y'all.
They just did that. But
I mean, not that it's not a bop, and I will watch every performance of it, especially Chaeyoung in the Mama Korea when she did the dance break. I was like,
Wow, you guys know names?
yes. yeah.
Wow.
I think Kat watched Produce.
That's right,
48,
that's
didn't
right. She did.
I do want to talk about though because in Hong Kong, 17 destroyed that stage.
Yo, that was my favorite performance.
That was the only
Wow.
performance I got to see live.
Like, if it tells you anything, I was literally I woke up and Terica was screaming in the group chat about Mama. And as I get ready to go to work, then I get in my car and I'm like, hold up a second, I can just put it on my phone and listen to it. It was so good. Woozy looks so good in all his
Hoshi
dark
looks
hair.
so good.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Also, random, my 4-year-old cousin has decided to name Hoshi Keisha. I don't know why.
Miss Keisha.
I was watching the stage, and she walks up and she said, "Who that boy?" I said, "His name is Hoshi." Keisha. So now Hoshi's name is Keisha, apparently. But she likes him, so it's a step in the right direction.
So it was okay.
Keisha. I hope she meets him one day and goes, Keisha! He's gonna be like, what the
Who
fuck?
the hell is
He'd probably
that?
go along with it. He'd be like, yeah.
That's totally me.
But yeah, 17. They're heading in the direction of a dark concept, and
Yes.
I am
For it.
all about it. And can we
Itching
talk
for
about
it.
how good they look? Because S-Scoops look like a
My
snack.
baby.
Meanie looked like a snack. June looked like, they look so good.
Also, Mr. Singkwan, I see you.
Ah,
I see you, boo.
sugar
You
cookie.
look good.
His vocals.
Little
destroyed
baby.
me.
Yeah,
And
no.
Vernon with Tiger JK, I was like, yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Fuck it up.
At work, I screamed. I was just like, "Vernon!" I was not expecting
got-
that.
He's gonna be like 50, and everybody, every time he's just like, "Hi, I'm Vernon," I'm gonna be like, "Vernon."
Vernon.
That's his headline.
I'm gonna meet him. He's gonna be like, hi, I'm Vernon. And I'll be like,
Oh my god! But yeah, no, I'm really excited to see what they're gonna come up with. They did debut like that new song that they were that they did, and it was super different than what they just did with Oh My. So
Oh, yeah.
if this is where we're
That's
heading,
the great thing.
ooh,
Like with
yes.
17, everything's always different.
yeah,
It's always different. So
they don't
I'm
keep
not
the
even.
concept
Still
the same.
bitter that they didn't win for best dance group at Mellon. But you know what? We're not gonna talk about it.
Oh, I was like, didn't they
Seriously.
win? But okay, you said Melon. Just kidding.
Well, they won at the Mamas, which they rightfully
They did win
deserved.
the
Thank
Mamas.
you
That's
very
why I was like
much.
really
Right.
confused. I was like, they did win.
I love 17, and they've been like MIA, because they've been on tour and stuff, and they haven't really hinted towards like comebacks or anything. But now I feel it. I feel it in my bones.
Oh yeah, no, with this especially, and I mean they released a teaser for the music video of this song, but it's not the full thing, so I don't know if they'll have anything to do with their comeback or not. But we shall
They're gonna
see.
pull a Beyonce and drop an
Just
album.
drop the
without
album.
saying
I'd support
shit.
it.
Okay, well, another highlight that I want to point out is what I mentioned earlier. GOT7 came out and did like a nightmare
Yes.
version. I do want to say
Baby, it looks so good.
that
Facts.
Ameritai Kong line came through with this diss track or something. I don't even know what they were doing. but-
This is new, right? Because I felt like a really bad. I was just like, I don't know.
No, did they? Yeah, they've never released.
Okay,
it.
I was like, damn, am I
Like,
slipping?
That's why we were all shook. Like, imagine me being at my job and GOT7 came out. First of all, I want to say that Yugyum humped the floor at the Mamas. Do
They
you
all
think,
did, girl.
like, please? I didn't take that well, okay? I was at work, like, screaming. I was hitting the table, and I hope my coworkers didn't think I was weird, but it was just too late. I was like, I can't go back after this. And then they did like
clocks out.
like the nightmare version of Lullaby, and I'm like, all right, if this is hell, then I guess I'm going there.
It was great. I was so about it.
I'll be
I was
there.
like, wow.
Say, we'll all be there. We got an apartment complex. There.
You're right. All together,
own
we
a
were.
house.
I own property.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, but I really, really love that concept. And then all of a sudden, Ameritai Kong came out, so Jackson, Bam Bam, and Mark, and I was just like, what the heck is going on? And then and then Jin Young was floating or something. And I was like, okay, is he the bait? I was like, is he the bait? And that's like, oh, we're offering
Same.
Jin Young to the devils and the gods or something. Here you go.
Or
I'm like,
something.
Kill him instead.
like So then, yeah,
They
it
need.
was lit.
We need more concepts like this. Like GOT7 in all
I
black
agree.
is
Yes.
everything, and I just need it to happen more often.
This screams my entire soul.
Same.
I love those, like those type of concepts. That is what I live for.
That's why I love Vix.
Right? You right?
Ooh.
Yeah, really good concepts.
Yeah, they are concept queen. I mean,
Concept queens. I think they'd accept that too.
but yeah, but I do know that I like one of the lyrics for Bam Bam, which is like, I know that there's a bunch of cool people here, but are they really making money? Like, do they have the real money? And I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Didn't he say that didn't he say that do they have like do they have $1 million around their neck or something like that,
Yeah,
like in jewelry?
yeah, something along those lines. I was just
Yeah,
like,
bitch, because I saw those Cuban links. I was like, okay,
He looks
bitch.
so good
like,
with
damn,
those on.
that could pay my student loans.
Buy my house.
and-
Buy my house, bitch.
You're right, but that could pay my student loans off, and I'll still have leftover money.
But I mean, low key,
Yeah, I
if
could
you
buy a
add up
house
all
with
of the
it.
flights and hotels and merch and everything we bought, maybe we could own things like that, Bam. But you own things like that because we pay for flights and hotels.
Our money, Bam Bam.
You have our money, dang it.
Jeez.
There's something I would like to mention, and that is, yes, related to BTS. Shocker. I would like to talk about their speech. Thank you.
no.
Yep. Okay, so just so y'all know, I had lashes on this morning, and then they were off. They're on again because I had to reapply them, but they were off, all right, because your girl was crying. Me and Terica talked about this all day today.
All day.
All day. We were going through it, y'all. But I just wanted to talk about it because they talked specifically about Jin's part, where Jin said that at the beginning of the year that they were talking about disbandment. Yoongi had also mentioned that at the beginning of the year they went through a really hard time in the Burn the Stage movie. I don't know what they went through, but damn.
I know, man.
And I have two things I was thinking about what it could possibly be, like what is it? And I was thinking maybe they feel so much pressure just because if you think about the year that they debuted, there's some groups that are still like, around, but not to like the level of like the groups that debuted the year before them, like 2012. Because I looked it up because I thought about it of the year that they always talk about that since EXO and like VIX and Newest and all of them debuted in like 2012, and then BTS 2013, and then people always talk about how 2013 and 2014 were like really bad years for like K-pop. And so I thought maybe that's why, maybe just just a thought. And then also one more, I thought maybe the death of Jonghyun, maybe because it was like in December, and then in January they were thinking like maybe like, is this really worth it,
Yeah.
this lifestyle?
Yeah, because I know at one point Yoongi was saying that like everything was super overwhelming, and at one point he was just like, I kind of wish that it would just like stop, like if we would just like not do all these things and kind of like not perform anymore. And I was like, wow. But like,
Into rap.
yeah, but for some reason still I never, like, I knew they talked about like being overwhelmed and stressed and having so much pressure put on them, but like I never thought like disbandment would have been like a thing that came about. And it was just weird to see on Twitter there's like a bunch of fans who were just like, wow, like we feel really bad because like we had no clue. And then you have the other half of fans that are kind of like, I was kind of mad about, because they're just like, what do you mean you didn't have any clue? Like they kept telling us that they were feeling pressured and you guys were still like wanting to do all these things and blah blah blah. And I'm like, honestly, no one thought that. Like everyone knew that they were struggling, because that's the nature of the industry, you know what I mean?
job,
And especially because they blew up so quickly at one point, like not like all at once they were just famous, but like once they like got rolling, like everybody was just like,
They just keep going.
yeah. And so I was just like, but other than that, like I just kind of felt, it just kind of just made me upset because a couple people were trying to put it on the fans and make it seem like we were the reasons why they were thinking that way. And so I was just like, you honestly, yeah, no matter how many clues and like things they put in their music or things they say, like you never really think about stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like you never really know how they're feeling until like what Jen said, until you come out and say, no, this is how we were feeling and this is what happened.
Well, for me as well, like, because I was thinking about it, and I know I saw news. Obviously, the beginning of the year is when they renewed their contracts with Big Hit. And obviously it was a discussion because
Well, it was like later on in the beginning of the year. It was in January that Yoongi said that they were pressured, like feeling pressured.
no,
and it was
but I
like
know,
later on.
but
Yeah.
with the contract extension like approaching, obviously these are questions that are going to come to their mind. Like, is it worth it? Like, are we happy? Is this what we want to do? Is this who we want to be? For me, BTS has catered so much to making the people around them feel happiness that sometimes you forget how to feel it yourself, you know? So, of course, like, discussions like this happen. And I think them talking about it and them sharing it was probably a big step for
Yeah.
them. I'm sure Jin wasn't like, "Oh, I'm going to go into this speech
No,
and tell
yeah.
people that we were going to disband or that we thought about disbanding." I'm sure it was in the moment, like in that moment of gratitude, they were like, "Wow, to think we actually thought about doing that when we have all of this." And I don't think it was them trying to make anyone feel
No,
bad
not
or
at all.
feel upset or anything like that. It was just him being like, we go through shit, and sometimes it's not pretty and sometimes it's not nice, but at the end of the day, the love that they get and like everything makes it worth it for them. And that's why all of them cried. That's why all of them broke down. Obviously, this year for them has been one of the most crucial in their careers. And it's to a point, it's like any human being,
Yeah.
like Cynthia or me or you guys, like when you get overwhelmed, you just want to like just stop everything, just stop. Like,
But
I
they
don't want
can't.
Yeah.
but they can't.
Unfortunately.
Exactly. They can't be like us where I can be like, well, I cannot go to work today, like I just don't feel in the right mindset to be around people.
Right.
Yeah.
They can't do that.
For me,
wish
that's
they
what
could.
I think it was. It was mostly like feeling the pressure of what type of like artist they are now and how they blew up. Because yeah, they came from like nothing to this, and I feel like that was so quick for them that it was super overwhelming.
Yeah. And I think for performance wise too, sometimes people forget that like, yeah, they're artists and they want to do these great big grand performances, but sometimes they just want to have fun on stage. And so I know a lot of people are just like, oh, well, the Mellon Award or whatever award show that was, where they did like the traditional dancing and all that stuff. They were like, that one was so epic and they have to top this at Mama. And I was just like, but why? Why not just take the performance that's given to you? Like, they're all good just because they weren't like overly dramatic. So when they did that one and then they did the Ampa Man one, which was just like fun and light, people were just like, oh, well, I was expecting more. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
they're right. And it was great because you could tell that they had fun on that stage. That stage wasn't about like precision and this and that and flips and blah, blah, blah. It was just them like having a good time, like clowning around in June in his little astronaut suit. Like sometimes they just need to have fun on
Their
stage.
BTS concert.
Yeah, like it was
that
great.
happens to be an award show.
And so, like, I think fans really need to take a step back and, like, kind of look at the things that we say or the things that we kind of, like, quote unquote, demand from them and kind of just be like, all right, at this point, we just need to enjoy the ride. And whatever they give us, we know it's going to be great. So just enjoy it.
Funny thing that happened with them, though, the funniest thing that happened was when they got an award, they got to the stage, and Cookie was like in the bathroom or something, and Namjoon was like listening to
It was
the talk.
amazing.
And all of a sudden, he's like, "Wait, something's not right here." And you can literally see him counting the members.
See his thought process. So they're all on stage, and he's sitting there and he's listening. I think it was Jimin that was talking, and he's sitting there and he's listening, and he's like looking around, and then you can see the process of him going, "Wait, something's not right," and then him literally going 1, 2, 3, 4.
And realize that the whole ass Cookie is missing.
But the mamas all together, I thought the 3 show thing, it's exhausting.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's so confusing, but I think all together it was a good year for the mamas.
But I do want to mention though,
Love Scenario got robbed.
Yes. Thank you. Icon should have won Song of the Year.
Of course they should have won. That song was literally everywhere.
So yeah. And also it got really emotional when 101 was performing.
I was hoping we would just skirt
Just
over that.
skip
I was
over it.
hoping we would
talk
just
about
pass
I have to
by
mention it
real
because
quick.
it was a
That
big
no one
thing
was saying
because
anything about
in Daniel's performance he had like little points of their past like songs.
Yeah.
And yeah, he did that. And then not only that, but then at the end, you could see them and they were like in this big group hug. And all I could think about was, this your last mama. Us, the
Oh my
11.
god. And like, did y'all hear those fan chants? Like, I got like, oh
Yes.
my god.
It
Oh
was
my god.
insane. That's why, yeah, when Terika was just like, those fan shits, I'm just like, girl, the whole ass Asian continent is gonna be in shambles when 101 disbands.
Like, I'm so like in the spring breeze, like fan chant is my favorite. Like when they're like singing along with like Daniel, I just like
Yeah.
like that. That's how I feel.
An emotional ride in the mamas, everybody.
A segue into from the mamas into fuckery of the week this week. We haven't had one in a while, but oh, there has been some shit. We're gonna touch on a few, specifically some that have to do with the mamas, some that have to do with journalists just not knowing what the fuck they're doing. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, I haven't watched the video because I refuse, because I know it'll make me angry as shit.
If anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, basically Monsta X obviously just finished being the first K-pop group to ever perform at Madison Square Garden, which is like an iconic venue up in here in the United States. And they were doing an interview with Access Hollywood, right? Or is it just Access whoever it was. I don't know, something like that. So Access. And anyways, the lady asked them like, they were saying like Juhan and IM were like, oh, we're making history. The lady had the audacity to be like, how are you making history?
Strike
and then they were like,
shoving
oh,
my
Madison,
foot
you know,
down your throat.
seriously. But they were just like, you know, oh, we're performing at Madison Square Garden. And then she decides that it's a good idea to be like, oh, well, did you hear that BTS got a Grammy nomination?
Wow.
Bitch, what type of journalist? You don't see anybody else go to like, and the main example that people were saying is like, I bet you Access didn't go to Megan Trainor's freaking thing and be like, hey, you hear like Britney Spears got a Grammy nomination and you didn't, like, you what? Like, why would you just put? So this just shows that literally they're sending out all these journalists to do cover K-pop because it's popular, but they're sending people out there that have no idea.
Like, I feel like right before the interview they like draw straws, and then whoever gets the short straw has to go interview the K-pop group. And like Tiffany had no clue who these people were, and she was just like, hey, so like, how are you making history? Who are you? What's your name?
How about instead of that, you just hire us again? Thank you. 2 ads in 1.
And it doesn't even have to be us. Just put in journalists that know what they're talking about. Or that are willing to research it.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at...
It's not that hard.
You look at Ellie from iHeart, and she, in the beginning, like, she didn't do K-pop coverage, but now she's doing K-pop coverage, and she's learning about K-pop coverage. Yeah. And she's slowly becoming a person that K-pop idols are gonna know as a prominent figure for interviewing them in the States.
Ooh, or Zach. He's a really good one, too. He didn't know shit about it.
There's a guy from J14, the skater looking,
with
like
the curly
surfer.
hair. Yeah, he's
real cool.
The
Aussie.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when I was at KCON for, not this year, last year, 2017, he literally was sitting next to me like,
that's right.
Okay, so can you tell me about this group? And I explained the whole 101 concept to him because he didn't know. And then another group came out and I was like, oh, this is this group. And they, you know, they do this type of concept and things like that. He didn't know, but now he knows. And he covers a lot of that for like the teenager magazines and things like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many already, like, so many journalists out there. And even then, if you send somebody that doesn't know what K-pop is, Google is your friend. And trust me, you will find information if you spend at least 10 minutes looking it up.
Isn't that the most important part of being a journalist, is doing your research?
Doing your research, rule number 1.
Yeah.
Like, it's just really annoying because you think they would have learned by now with the way that K-pop is blowing up over here, that they're like, okay, this is something that I need to like get on top
know
of.
about. Exactly.
Yeah, and like K-pop fans are so passionate. I'm not saying other fans aren't passionate, but I mean, like, when K-pop fans get together and decide that they don't like you,
you're screwed.
It's a problem.
Cancel.
So Access got
it.
so, like, I know their notifications were blowing up.
Yeah,
like,
and it wasn't even just like fans. It was then also like influential people in the K-pop community being like, do better. Or other journalists themselves from even different countries, like, do better.
Yeah.
Like, this
or
is
even
getting
people that don't stand Monsta X but are like in the K-pop
world
fandom.
Yeah.
They're like, no.
Yeah, everyone was just like, this is
I know
not.
that there were a bunch of BTS fans under that comment, like, "What? This is so rude of you."
Yeah, like it's just everyone's getting fed up. Like at this point, it's not just like, oh, we're learning, we don't know. At this point, it's like, okay, come on, it's the
Like
same mistakes
y'all know
happening.
better and are just lazy and are not doing your job.
Exactly. Like you have to like send people that know what they're doing, that they know what they're talking about. Would you rather have had this bitch say, "Oh, but did you get nominated for a Grammy like BTS?" Or would you rather have somebody that knows about K-pop going, "Damn, you did make history. Like you're the only K-pop group that's ever performed at MSG. Like what's next for you? Like your guys' tour. Like tell us about Mon Babies. Tell us about like
Yeah.
No Mercy. Tell us about your growth." Like, no. Did you know BTS got nominated for a Grammy?
Yeah, but like it's not even like you don't even have to go out and find an interviewer who's a mom baby. Just someone who's like,
Versed
That is
in what
willing
they're
to
doing.
research.
yeah, and that shows to me that you're passionate in your craft. Like just not K-pop. Like if you're a journalist and you take pride in being a journalist, then you're gonna do your research. And then once you find someone that kind of baseline knows things, then you can start going out and finding someone who's like not only passionate in journalism but also passionate about this genre. You know, but you can at least do the minimum. Do the minimum of someone who is just willing to Google
And going on
Monster
Wikipedia,
X.
even though they asking for money, it's still free.
But another thing that happened, Byungjae, I don't know if you guys listen to K-hip hop, if you do or you don't. His stage name is Vincent. He performed at the Mamas in Korea. He was one of the like new artists that performed there, and people fucking suck. So Byungjae has gone through a lot in his life, and he self-harms and has done it for a while. So he has a lot of scars and stuff on his arm, and he writes music and performs music about the shit he's been through. It's maybe not some people's cup of tea, but the fact that the things I want to call you people they turned off all of their light sticks, completely turned away from the stage, and were calling him like a monster. You're a cutting monster. You're this, and that. You're crazy. You're psycho. Like all these things while this man was performing on stage.
This is why the stigma of mental health is so wrong.
But low key, shout out to the couple people that were there and tried to support him. When I watched the video, you could hear like in the background there were a couple people that were cheering, and that you could tell that they were upset about how he was being treated. So whether they were fans or not, like good on you for not following the crowd.
That must have sucked so much though. You're there and you're excited for his performance, and then you see him being treated like this by everybody else. Oh no, my heart goes out to you.
Or even
I know.
for him, like
Yeah.
this is the first time you're performing on a stage like this. You're like, oh, you're probably nervous. You don't know what to expect, what to do, you know. And you go out on stage, and this is what you like come out to.
That's
is what
so
happens.
sad.
And on top of that, like he's young, right? Like he's a kid, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like 19.
Yeah.
Oh my
so it's
god,
just,
he's
like,
a baby.
Yeah.
He looks like a baby. He's so cute.
Yeah, and I think I didn't watch the performance, but I saw like a little clip of it, and I think they said that at the end he like it looked like he like ran out of that stage.
And the thing is, like, I watched High School Rapper because that's where he got famous. That's what he was on. And he's a good kid. Like, he's a sweet kid. He just has a lot of shit. The kind of music he makes, like, it's sad. Like, he's a sad kid. Like, maybe not everyone is gonna understand. And that's okay. Like, some people want happy-go-lucky. Some people want some dark shit to listen to.
Some real shit.
Yeah, and the thing with Mamas is it's not a very hip-hop friendly award show, I would say. Like, it's very targeted at K-pop. And to have him come in and kind of be vulnerable, and then this is the kind of reception he gets, it didn't even make me mad, as it just made me really it made me sad.
It was completely unnecessary.
Yeah, it was completely unnecessary for them to do that, and I think that it was super rude for them to do that. And because even if you don't know who the heck is performing, you still at least like just stay there instead of calling them names. So
Respect their craft.
Even if you just stood there and didn't really pay attention, but you like stood there and you faced him and you acknowledged that he's performing, cool. I'm not telling you that you have to go out and jump up and down and scream and holler and say like, this is my favorite performance if it's not cool. Just don't be crappy about it.
But okay, yeah, let's talk about comebacks. And I'm really excited to talk about this because it's EXO, and EXO always puts out bops. And they came back with the repackage of their album, and the single is called Love Shot. And oh my God,
It's
whoever
so good.
decided to put Kai in that red suit, you deserve a race. You deserve beer. You deserve soju. You deserve a whole liquor store and 50 grand extra bonus. Cause wow, I ain't gonna give you that, but you still deserve it. Damn.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm mad because, like, all of a sudden, after I decided that, he got knocked down a
Girl,
on
girl.
my bias list, he decided he was gonna act up. And he was
Girl.
gonna act a fool. And he said, "Oh, you dropped me? Bet, bitch." And Chanyeol came out with a tan suit with no motherfucking shirt on, exposing his whole ass titties like it was nothing. Like I was gonna be okay. Like,
I was
it
so
just a
hurt. I was
thing.
like, wow, I deserve this. I do. I deserve this.
This is like he was just like, bet y'all wanna drop me? Got you. Next comeback, just watch.
And then there was a part with Baekhyun as the lead where he did the little hand dance where his hand was directly on top of his area, and he did a little woo, and I was like, oh, I'm back.
Dang. That all happened in a span of 2 minutes, y'all.
Literally.
I love this song though. I love
Such a
the
good song.
like this
I
hip hop.
love the choreography.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially that move where they go to the floors, like turn around and then they like flip with the leg. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What just happened? That was like 3 seconds. There was so much going on.
My man looked real good. If you don't know who my man
Terika's,
is.
you mean
Our
no.
man.
Oh, we double
Our
bias. Oh,
man.
you're right. Sometimes I forget that we double bias and not double bias. That we have the same bias and like
Another
a couple groups
one.
now.
Another
one.
Another one.
I do want to say though that there was a part in the song towards the end that it's like it's Sehun and Baekhyun, and wow. Listen,
I'm sorry.
I know, okay? Who see who?
I can never take him seriously, but I love him so much.
But it's like
What the fuck is a seafood?
but I think the song showed like I get like their versatility, like EXO's versatility going into this, because again, you look at tempo and what type of song it was, and then you look at Love Shot and you're like, oh right, this is a little more R&B and slow type
They
thing.
look
They looked really great.
That's my question.
Yes.
Which one do you guys prefer the most? Love Shot or Tempo? Don't
Love
stop
Shot.
my tempo.
I like tempo.
Oh my god, this really took over my soul. I was sweating 2 seconds in.
I love.
I think I like Love Shot. I
love
prefer
Love Shot, but for me, like tempo was like a turning point because we talked about it before, where I felt like EXO wasn't putting out music that they truly loved and enjoyed, and like that was their like EXO's like signature like EXO-ness. You know what I mean?
I feel it.
Yeah.
So when they released Tempo, I was like, oh, this is EXO. I was like, when you hold up like the perfect apple
They're
in the
back.
grocery store, and you're like, yes.
Apple.
But it did make me think though, will this be Schumann's like last comeback with them too?
Maybe.
So, but yeah, no, but this song, a bop. I mean, I didn't expect anything less from EXO. Kai in that red suit, holy crap! Oh my god, I saw
Chanyeol
my
with
life.
his titties out.
I saw my
Oh,
life
the
flash
part-
by. The
The part
vocals
where
in
they
this
put
song.
the rose in their mouth. I was like,
Ooh.
Yeah, I love that so much. I
Okay,
love the
but
whole
the
theme
dance
of the
move, like
flowers.
the point move when
yeah,
they're
the
like the
flowers
love shot, and then they like it looks like they take a shot,
take
and
a
I'm
shot.
like, all right, y'all go. So basically, you're just gonna get drunk with those tequila guns, because I know that those are tequila guns that you guys had, and it was just
Hey.
like, you want clear, or you want
dark bitch.
dark tequila. I mean the gold.
They had gold in there.
Yeah,
In
so I was
respects
like, you
to
want
my
silver
people.
tequila or you want gold tequila?
They're
Pick your
intellectuals, so
poison.
they're doing gold.
The next comeback we have is Twice. They came back with the best thing I ever did. And JYP's out here just giving us all the feels, because this is like a Christmas song, but
All
it's
the
also
holiday
a
feels.
fan song. And y'all know that I love fan songs, okay? I am here for it. The music video was super cute. It
was
was
cute.
showcasing like moments of them together, like since debut, and the song is like, the best thing I ever did was meet you, like
Yeah.
meet the fans. I'm like, stop
And
it.
stay with you.
Yes, and stay with you. And they look really cute, and it's like a very sweet song, like very Christmassy, and it was. I mean, I felt it. I'm not even like a Twice stan like that, but that's a lie. I
I'm
am
about
a
to say
Twice stan.
false.
I am a Twice stan. I just don't. I keep denying it, but I know that I am.
She is.
But yeah, they came through with the feels, the
So
ballads.
cute.
Well, going from Twice that did the best thing I ever did, it was like a Christmas song. We also had Fantagio. They released their holiday song, which
Cute.
included
Astro
Wiki
looks so
Mickey,
cute.
Astro, and Hello Venus, and it was adorable.
So
It was
cute.
Yeah, they were
I thought-
super cute.
I was like, are they trying to distract us?
Also, I don't stand Hello Venus, but their rapper, the girl that raps,
Yeah.
she was bomb.
Yeah.
when it was like her,
hella
and I think
good.
it was like
Young from Wiki
yeah.
Mickey.
Yeah, they were together. I was like, oh yeah. But I did like, there was a part when Jin Jin started rapping. Oh my
I love
god,
Ginger.
I loved that part. But I really liked that the music video it was like really funny. Like Astro was being dorks, and so were the rest of
the
like
part
the
where it was like
girls.
Sana, Unwoo, and Moonbin, they were like together. I was like, oh yes,
Oh, there's that girl. Also, MJ looks like a whole man now. Because sometimes I
I
forget
know.
that he's a grown
Yes.
man. But this haircut is making him look his
like
age.
a dad.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
a
here
dad.
for it.
But see, but I love that now for Christmas we get all of these things like the like Fantagio and Starship and things like that, because I love when different groups do collaborations for anything really. I really appreciate this. JYP, when are you gonna do this
Again, he did
again?
it before, but, not for a while.
Because I need that.
So, Ladies Code also released a holiday song called The Last Holiday. I really liked it. It's really cute. It's not really a high, like, how do you say, like, not high
It's
quality.
not like
but
Merry Christmas and
no, it's not
happy
like,
holidays.
it was just kind of them, like, sitting and singing. It wasn't like a huge production. There we go.
No, it was
wasn't
just like them in their
okay.
house.
Yeah, and Ladies Code have been through a lot. This is their first comeback in like 2 years, or the first song they've released in 2 years. Ashley did like a solo song and stuff like that. But as a group, this is the last song they've released. This is the first song they've released since like 2016. And previously, of course, they had two members that passed away. So I know that Ladies Code has been through a lot. And for their fans, this was like a big deal for them. So I'm really happy. And the song is beautiful. They're a great vocalist, and they're a really cohesive and beautiful group. And I hope this leads to more comebacks because they're really great. And even though I wasn't around when they came back the last time, like I wasn't a fan of theirs, I am a really big fan of Kiss Kiss. It's a really great song, and I hope that this leads to more stuff for them because they deserve it with all the stuff they've been through.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, mini album review time, everybody.
Yes.
Guess who?
We're talking about Day 6.
Bitch. Remember Us, Youth, Part 2.
So the first song on the album was called Hurt Road.
Yeah.
And oh, did it hurt?
Oh, did it?
Honestly, at times, I think that Younghae has probably... Is this the one that Younghae wrote?
He wrote the entire album.
Thank you. There we go. I
We
didn't look
stand
it up.
Brian.
I didn't look up like who wrote what, but
Yeah, I
I saw a tweet and it was like, I bet you Younghae probably had like 50 girlfriends so far. Why is he writing this stuff? Like, who hurt you?
Because he had 50 girlfriends. He knows all about hurt. Also, side note, I want to get into Day 6 more, as I've expressed before. And now that school is ending, I'll have more time. But I would like to say that just by listening to songs, Younghae and Wonpil, their parts are always my favorite. So I know that's going to be a whole situation.
It's
Your
okay.
bike
I
is
already
gonna
know
be
who you're gonna stand.
one
It's
pill.
fine.
Gee, thank you. Thanks, Mom.
Don't worry, we got you.
Oh no, but
Terica.
this song Hurt Road literally had chills the entire way through this
Yeah.
song. There was not a moment where I did not have goosebumps. Like, I love when I can listen to a song, especially in K-pop, and feel the emotion. And I felt like the chorus of this song had me feeling that. I was just like, I've been hurt. What, like, heartbreak? Oh my God, what is wrong? And then I read the lyrics and I was like, that's why.
Yeah, you definitely feel it. There's this part in the lyrics that it says the flowers that are seen from time to time. I didn't know how precious they were because they're so beautiful and lovely. Should we stay here? And this part really hit me because I've been going through some stuff, and literally, what was it, like yesterday or 2 days ago? Tarika was telling me, "Oh, you should just enjoy the little things." And then when I read the lyrics to this, I was already an emotional wreck from BTS. I read the lyrics to today about it, and I was like, "Oh no, here I go."
Here I go.
To me, it's
You're
the
going down the
chorus.
hurt road.
To me, I like when I read the lyrics and I just sat there like with specifically the lyrics in the chorus where he was like,
What it's like if you were me.
yeah,
you
if I
would
was
be-
you, I would hug myself
yes.
without saying anything. If you were me, I'd probably be sobbing in those arms. I was like, wow, Young K is really a fucking genius. He's really a
is.
musical god. Like, I cannot believe. But, yeah, lyrically, not just the song, the entire album, I'm just like, how do you exist? Like, one of my favorite idol singers, idol songwriters ever. Like, stop sleeping on Day 6, people. Like,
For real.
how can you do that when they're like literally growing? Like every comeback they're producing better and better music, and lyrically their lyrics are getting better and better, and I'm like, Young K, my bro, Brian Kang Young Hyun, like,
Brian!
how do you
Brian!
exist? Like, come on.
I feel like this song, like, if you're thinking about, like, back towards, like, Shoot Me and how that's, like, the first part of the youth, right? Or did I make that up?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's a nice, like, continuation of, like, the two songs and the concepts. Like, because of Shoot Me, it's just, like, you know, say whatever you have to say, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like this is the same relationship. And so now it's that turning point where it's just, like...
We're breaking up.
Yeah, you're breaking up and everything hurts. Like, I feel like that's how the album's connected for me. It's like this whole process of like a continuous circle of relationship. So like the whole thing with Shumi was kind of like them going through like the downfall, and now this is the turning point to where they're just kind of like, this is where we're at. So what are we gonna make a move? Are we gonna like continue in this, or are we just gonna like stop the hurt and just break up? And
Yes.
yeah, and so like all the other songs, when we talk about them, I'll tell more how I feel like they connect. But yeah,
Tarika came up with a whole backstory. I love it.
I like
This is a
it.
perfect segue because Days Gone By, which is their title song,
My
which
favorite
is the next song.
Oh my God.
It is
All the
about
retro
letting
vibes.
go. It's like the process of you letting go. So you went to the first song, which is obviously The Road of it. And also they talked in an interview about it. And Hurt Road, they were actually talking about it. And they were talking about how it's for people that are going through hardships in general and how brave you are to just keep going. I forgot to say that in the last one. But anyway, so that is obviously the hurt. And now we're in the process of letting go.
I love Days Gone By. It gave me a lot of, so you know that I've talked about that band Adoy. It gave me a lot of like their vibes and like 1975 vibes.
Yes. Sorry,
And it was amazing.
I wrote that down.
I love like in the music video, it was like super grainy looking and like
Jay
80s.
looks so good. I'm just gonna put that out
type.
there. Jay looked like a whole ass motherfucking meal.
He really
Yes.
looked
Whew.
good. Amazing concept for him.
Oh, he suited this concept so well with the fucking purple turtleneck and like the platinum blonde
Yes.
streaks. I was like, oh, my man is serving me fucking appetizers, dinner, and dessert. I was here.
And the milkshake.
Right? I got 2 desserts. I got a dessert at the start of the meal and a dessert at the end of the meal. Okay? Like he did that for me. But I love this song.
I think this concept like fits them so well because they are a little bit like quirky and things like that.
Yes, which
And
I
even
love.
in the music video when they're just like dancing like idiots in the middle of it, I feel like that suited them so well. And also the like cinematography nerd in me came out when they're doing that scene and it's each of them in their own like
Yeah.
color.
Yes.
And they have the background and it's kind of like going in that circle, like showing them all. I absolutely love that. I
Well,
was
like-
living.
But it does give me like a retro 80s feel, and I love 80s music. If you know me as a human, you know like that's the shit I grew up on. My mom is a huge 80s music whore. But that's like the music I grew up on, and it gave me a vibe of like it deserved to be in like 16 Candles is like a montage
Yeah.
song, or like if anyone's ever watched Perks of Being a Wallflower, like the song, like the scene where they dance to Come On Eileen, I can imagine this song on it instead of like Come On Eileen. Like it
I
gave
love
me that vibe.
Yeah.
And so it's just a feel good 80s, like, oh yes, like Young K and Juan Peel in this song were everything to me, like as far as their voices went. Like I was just like, yes. But the melody in this, beautiful. It made me feel, it reminded me of, I love when songs like trigger memories or trigger feelings, and it reminded me of my childhood, specifically because my mom, like I would wake up on like Saturday mornings to my mom like blasting 80s music, and like this is what it reminded me of. So I was just like, yes, I love. It was so good, so good, so good, so good. This is my favorite Day 6 title track ever.
Oh, wow.
And Letting Go has always been my favorite Day 6 title track.
Yeah.
But this, yes.
I like this a lot too. Yeah.
Next song, Headache, yeah?
Yeah, it's my favorite song.
Oh!
Talk about it, Terica.
Another song I feel like should be the ending of an anime.
Oh my god, yes.
There's this part that goes, "It's really okay. Would you please get angry and curse so that I can feel you?" I love that because you could take that as like life or in a relationship, because sometimes things just get to the point where it's just overwhelming or you're just so frustrated you don't care. So it's just like someone just I don't know, make some emotion. You're just like, I don't have the energy to. It's whatever. Like, I don't even care at this point. Like, that's like the worst. Like, especially when you're angry at someone and you're trying to like start an argument and they won't engage. Like, that just makes you more pissed off. Like, I want you to like curse at me and yell at me so I can know that we're like, that you care. Like, we're kind of in the same space, and they're just like,
Yeah, that's how I felt with this. Yeah, they sounded very angry, but I really like the transition though, because it went from like a retro vibe with Days Gone By, and then it was like heavier rock right out of the bat with Headache, and I'm like, all right.
loved it.
I also love how the verses are kind of like mellow and quiet, and then like the chorus is like,
Yeah.
I'm like, yes!
It feels like an argument.
Also, so Jay and Brian, Young K, wrote this song.
Yeah.
And let me tell you what they fucking quoted. They said, we wrote this song about no longer being in love, but you still like it. You're still on my side because you still love me, you know? Like, what?
No, I feel that. I totally feel that. Like, you're kind of in that in-between stage where it's like, I really want to be with this person, but like,
Do I love them anymore? But
do I really like
them
it? Is
still?
it
It's
worth
very,
it?
like, one-sided because he talked about how, like, all I see is, like, the phone screen in your eyes. I'm like, ooh!
Yeah, like the other person's just not paying attention, so they're screaming at them like, at least show some type of like feeling.
Yeah, that's the point where you know where they're slipping away. When it gets to the point where you're in an argument with yourself and they're just kind of like, yeah.
You're, like, arguing with, like, a brick wall. Yep.
Yeah,
Piece
that's
of
how you know,
brick.
like, they're no longer invested. We got to make some changes.
So I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Is it 121U or I21U?
I think it's I run to or I to
Yeah,
run you.
I too want
Okay.
you.
I'm very triggered because people don't want to spell
I
things
know, right?
correctly.
So how do you say it?
It's I don't know. It's I21U.
I to one you.
I21U.
Or 12-1U? I don't know.
Well, I don't know. It's
I think
something.
it was like
okay.
I too
121U?
want, like I too want you.
I want you to want me. No.
I need.
But no, I think it is like I too want you, like I want you too, because even like in the lyrics, it's like not wanting to fall for somebody because they're dangerous.
And then the chorus. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, this song is all about getting some new booty. Like, they don't want to be with me
Being
anymore. I'm at
lost.
this party. I'm scoping.
Infatuation at its finest.
Yeah.
Brian wrote the song after the club.
Yeah, I feel it. Like, I feel he went to the club. He was hurting bad. He's just like, my girl don't want to be with me, but Shotty over there look real good, so I'm gonna go talk to her.
He wanna keep that same energy and come to Seattle? Because I'll entertain the thought.
But I really like this song. It was like a darker type of rock,
Yeah.
and I really, really enjoy that.
It's good.
I love the melody, and I love the combination in the beginning and through the verses of the really like strong and heavy bass and guitar, like the dun, 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 dun. And I love I'm a drummer, and I love when it like went silent and all you hear is Doan's drumsticks counting down to the
Oh
next.
yeah.
Like, yes. And then also when the music cuts out and they go, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
I was like,
That was so good. I kept saying that after listening. I was like, it's dangerous.
When he was also counting up, when he was counting as well, it reminds me. I don't know if you guys watch Cyber Chase, but
Heck yeah, I
this
watched
one
Cyber
episode-
Chase.
hell yeah, I love Cyber Chase.
Cyber
Okay, there was
Chase.
this one episode when there was like a rock band and they had to figure out who was like the most like essential part in the group or
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
and it
Yeah.
was the drummer because he had to count per second or whatever. But all I remember vividly is that scene when they were having the drummer count, and that's all I could think about when I heard that.
Oh, yeah.
oh, I'm going to talk about this song because it's my other favorite song on the album. So cool.
Oh, my
Hey.
God.
I like
This
the
is
song.
such an ironic song to
this
me.
song.
I know it really is.
It really is. I love, but I love that it's like, there's a part, a lyric that's even without music, my body has its own rhythm. And I was like, okay, we love Confident Kings. Okay, come through. And Young K's rap.
He was killing it in this. Like, I just... And
Boy.
and if you look at the lyrics again, it was just like, oh, you're super confident. Like, I don't know what to do with this popularity. But then you think of them as a group, and I'm like...
And it
Yeah,
just doesn't fit.
literally like run away from the limelight. So that is so funny that they did a song like this.
But I think it was cute, like the concept of like, just,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
love it.
embracing
Oh, yeah.
your awkwardness and saying, you know,
I know you, Terica, probably love the group chant element
course I
of this
did.
song.
You know, I wrote that down.
And and also the falsetto in the chorus I loved, and I was just like, yes, I'm here for everything that this song is about.
As well.
I was like, everything that this song is about, I am here for. Like, yes, Confident
I
Kings.
know, that's what I felt. I was
yes.
like, confident kings right here, even though they're all awkward as shit. But it's great.
I thought it was funny because, like, when I heard the song, like, that's what my instant thought was, like, ooh, Confident Kings. But then I also started thinking about Red Velvet and, like, their song, their empowerment song, and how totally different it was, how they're just kind of, like, they embodied, like, I know that, you know, I got this. And, like, with Day 6, I feel it's kind of like them in the mirror hyping themselves up, like, yeah, I'm
like,
confident.
you are so
Yeah, I'm cool.
You are amazing. You are
You got this,
talented.
boy.
You are
It's
beautiful.
like the pep talk in the morning. They're like,
Yeah. You're saying your daily affirmations. You're so cool.
And he's just gonna walk up. He's like, okay, you got this. Today you're gonna walk up to her, and he goes up, and he's like halfway there, and he's like, you know what?
tomorrow is the day.
Tomorrow.
you got this.
And the girl that they're walking up to is the girl that embodies Sassy Me from Red Velvet. So that's why he's just like, nope, you're doing
The
this
funny
again.
thing about this song as well is I envisioned a whole music video when I was listening to it. Of
Yeah.
like, them, like getting ready for the day and them going up to this hot girl and them being like, you know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna come back 10 times better. And them leaving and like them imagining in their head that everybody's like, yo, he's so cool.
He's
but
so
in reality
cool.
they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's how I
He's so
envisioned the song,
lame.
too. But see, I like that. Like, so far, just in this album, like, we've seen so many sides of Day 6, so many different, like,
Yeah.
type of genres merge into their sound with rock. And I really, really, truly appreciate that in this album.
You know what song has another vibe? Marathon.
You right. This is my favorite off the album, too.
Same.
I love it.
I love this song.
The message is really good.
I love like Marathon in this song. Like I've expressed before how much I like trumpets in songs, and I love that they have that in this song. And it gives like a really happy-go-lucky feel to it. Now, what I thought was really funny too, lyrics-wise, is that like 3 days ago, I had like a midlife crisis type thing, right?
Yeah.
And then this one,
Same, and
We
then
were
was,
all
like,
going through
responding
it.
to
I know,
it, right?
Like last week we were all just like having a midlife crisis, and then this album came out.
Because I literally
Yeah,
wrote that down.
and then all of us were doing this, and then this album came out, and when I got to this like the song started, and I already felt so happy, but then the lyrics itself is just like, you know, it's basically not a marathon. Like taking it easy is also good. You don't have to overwork yourself. Like,
and that they're with us every step of the
and like everybody has their own pace. Like even if the person in front of you is making fun of you, you might catch up to them and then go in front of them because they might need a
And
break.
they're saying you don't gotta run, you can walk. It's fine.
Like-
like go at your own
Yeah.
pace. That's why I was crying, happy tears. I was crying because I was like, "You right." And also, I loved in the part in the middle. Yes, the trumpets. It was like very like jazzy. in the same interview that I read, they talked about that they included the jazz acoustic in the middle. That was new to them, but that they wanted to bring it into this concept because they thought it fit really good with the song, and it really did. And you guys are amazing.
Yeah,
Yes,
I loved it.
I approve this message.
And then also this song does have like the chanting element that me and Tarek are always talking about at the end, because you're just like, at the end you're just like, the chorus like, yes, and you're like, oh, we going to church, we clapping all together. We're like, yeah, yeah. Like,
Praise the Lord.
it's like, it's okay to go slow. Whoa, whoa. It's okay to be slow. And I'm like, where's my chorus in the background walking with me?
I want to do like jazz hands.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like a Broadway production.
You know that video of Minho?
That's how I imagined it.
You know that video of
Like a
Minho from
Broadway.
Shiny just kind of like walking
Yes!
happily? This is what the
Dude,
this song
that
is
literally
right
popped
now.
into my head. I was just about to say that too. Oh my god, he's just like,
The next song is A Beautiful Feeling.
oh my god.
It's so good.
Which was the fan song.
It is a fan
Yes.
The
song.
song for the fans.
You know me and my
I would just
love for fan songs.
I would specifically like to point out Sungjin's vocals in the chorus. Like the raspiness of that man's voice does something for me, and I'm just like, yes. And specifically in this song, I was just like, come through, Raspy King.
Also unrelated, but he looks so good with his hair like that.
Unrelated.
This song they released before the album as a
Yeah.
special song,
Yeah.
and then they include.
Mhm.
I like that they still included it in the album because,
Same.
yeah, like I know. I mean, hey, I love fan songs. I've expressed it a lot.
Same.
They always hit me in the feels, even if I'm not like a super big fan. But I am a super big
Yeah.
fan of Day 6. So
Same.
obviously, I love this
I'm on
song.
my
I love
way.
the music video showing all the memories and like I love you. And it's like more than love for each other. I don't even know how to express this. Like being in this world at the same time as you.
I think, but I think there's something more than that. Yeah, if you know it, let me know. If there's something like it, name it.
Yeah.
There's also a line that I really like too, and it's like, I love every moment that I breathe under the same sky as you. Like, y'all know that I love the stars and the moons and the suns and the whole.
And the whole, I thought you were going to
Astronomical
say I'm the Holy Spirit.
That too. But like, that just hit me right in the feels, and I'm really really lame, and so I never really post pictures because I don't take pictures of myself. But when I do a Soca day, this gonna be my caption.
She has it saved already.
Thank you.
I'm right there with you about those lyrics as well. I love that when they described it like that because yes.
The thing with Day 6 and My Days is that they've been through so much together, because Day 6 was like inactive and they weren't really doing anything, and then they went to JYP and they were like, listen, we're gonna release an album a month and you're gonna like it.
And I still to this day, oh my gosh, when Jay talked about it, when he first announced it, I was like, bitch, what?
Listen, that's one of the greatest marketing strategies ever.
Yep.
Truly. When Jay was on
he
ASC
could get his lobster.
and he made the pie chart, he was like, get Day 6 lobster.
Oh my gosh.
Pizza.
Oh my
His
god.
presentation was so amazing. It was done perfectly to how he is as a person, and I cannot describe.
I love Jay.
Day 6 is a group for me that I can pinpoint a big event in my life to their album.
Oh wow.
So to like specific albums. My love for them has been, I have spoken about more verbally lately, but
It's grown.
Yeah,
It
it's
has.
way grown.
at the beginning though, 2 years ago, I remember this specifically. I was at this job, working very, very hard, very, very long hours. And I remember I would just listen to their album on repeat every day because no matter what, I was so depressed and I was like, I need to just keep going. I need to just keep going. And that is that Day 6 is what I would listen to. And now, my love for them has grown even deeper. But yeah, I can pinpoint big events in my life. Just like with BTS. Like BTS and Day 6. Those are the groups that I can pinpoint my life events according to their albums. That's my life instead of a scrapbook.
With Day 6, for me, they're just a group that's continuously putting out incredible music. Like, I don't think there has been a comeback for Day 6 where I haven't liked what they've released.
Same.
And the thing with bands, and it's something that's a stigma for even bands in America, is once you are put in a bracket of what kind of music you make, that's where you stay. So you take Day 6, and what they do as a rock band is so beautiful and intricate, and they just are ever changing. Like, I don't think there's a Day 6 comeback that's the same as
I
the
think
last
it's
one.
because they're a good
And-
merge between what a K-pop idol is and what a band is, and that's why it works out.
Yeah.
I also think it's a lot of credit to Young K. Like, he is a genius. Like, this kid, like, with Young K, I feel like he just continuously changes everything about what he does. And I think they have defied the odds of the stereotypical JYP niche, because from the start, they have just done their own music. It was never like, oh, well, it's JYP style rock band. No, it was Day 6. But yeah, stop sleeping on Day 6, everybody.
That's our stand corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, Day 6 is
I'll
also
always
our
stand
corner.
Day 6.
Hey.
Okay, well, shall we end this week with Song of the Week? Woo woo. Okay, mine is San Francisco by Adoy, which I've talked about. And yeah, some good song right there.
I listened to that on the plane ride to Atlanta when we were landing, and it was just great.
San Francisco.
landing song.
My song of the week is Days Gone By Day 6.
Amazing.
My song of the week is all of Day 6 album. I'm not even kidding. That's all.
She
that's been on
said it
repeat.
last week.
Kat can.
Prediction
Yeah, exactly.
completed.
Kat can. Like, as soon as they came out, we went into the car to go to work, and that's all I
it was
played.
on, yeah.
And when I picked her up after work, what was playing? Day 6.
I'm still listening to Key's album. Like, I'm still on that. But this week, I have one song of the week, and it's 1+1 by Somdev featuring Loco.
Nice.
So, whether you have ticketed for Red Velvet or or you are jamming to Day 6's album on repeat, remember to always stand Day 6 and always fangirl on.